Good morning, Joslyn Center Facebook fans. My name is Jack Newby. I'm the Executive Director here at the Joslyn Center. We're introducing this morning our new logo for Joslyn Television and Interview Fridays with me, Jack Newby. So hope you like that, and you'll be learning more about Joslyn Television as the weeks go by. Before we get too far into things, we will be interviewing Greg Murphy, our new Director of Development. But first, I want to go over some of the programs and services that are coming up in the next week or so here at the Joslyn Center, so you can get ready for that. We have our Wood Carvers Club, and that meets every Monday from 10 o'clock to noon. And so that's something, and you can sign up for the Wood Carvers Club. We are asking individuals to sign up because we are still operating under some COVID restrictions. And also as a reminder to our members, masks need to be worn while you're on site. So we really appreciate that. We will remind you, and it's important that you wear your mask while you're on site, even if you're vaccinated. Also coming up, or actually continuing, is our Monday through Thursday Go for Life program. And that's free. It starts at 8 o'clock. That's an exercise program. We have a great new instructor, Jose, who does a wonderful job. People really enjoy him. Also a virtual program presented by SCAN, and that's on Tuesday, August 24th from 11 to 12, and that's free via Zoom. And if you would like to register or find out more about any of these classes, you can call 760-340-3220 and speak with Melanie, who is our program director, and she will get you connected in those classes. Also, a new class for a lot of people. We're getting new technology, iPhone 101, and that's here on site at the Joslyn Center. That's Tuesday, August 24th from 1:30 to 2:30. So again, please sign up for that. And you can sign up by contacting Melanie directly or signing up at our front desk. We have a new group here, and if you are play an instrument, guitar, other string instrument, it's the Desert String Band, and that's Thursdays here from noon till 1 p.m. And it's a great time to just kind of get together and jam and have good fun. And we're starting something new, or actually bringing it back now that we're reopened, and that's our new member orientation, the first Friday of the month. The next one's coming up on September 3rd from 10 to 11, so you'll have a chance to find out more about our programs and what's happening here. Want to remind you all about our Joslyn Wellness Center. If you are experiencing, and who isn't these days, more stress related to COVID or related to being isolated because of COVID or not knowing what's happening, or if you're having relationship issues or just need some help solving some problems in your life, contact our Joslyn Wellness Center. That's Veronica, again at 760-340-3220. And we have a couple great classes coming up. Our Aging Mastery program, that's a 5-session course starting on September 21st. Great information on that class, covers 10 subjects with experts in their various fields like finance and sleep and exercise and fall prevention. Really encourage you. Most people who have taken that class are really happy that they've done it. And it really helps answer some of those questions that we all face as we're getting older and trying to navigate all the challenges that may be presented as we grow older. And then the other one that's very popular, that's our 2-session brain boot camp. And we have 2 classes coming on that. One is starting on September 8th, and the next is starting September 22nd. And those classes are very popular. So if you're interested in brain boot camp, we're the only ones in the Coachella Valley that do that class. We're the only ones that do the Aging Mastery program. And the Brain Boot Camp is through the UCLA Longevity Center. Very, very fun program. People really enjoy it and enjoy our instructor. So as I promised at the beginning, this is an interview show, and we have Greg Murphy, who is our new Director of Development here at the Joslin Center, and we want to introduce Greg to you, and he'll talk about some of the events we have coming up. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Jack. Nice to be here. Nice to be on television, or Joslin television for the first time.
Well, welcome, and it won't be the last, I'm sure.
I imagine so. As we are leading up into the official season, as it's known in the desert, which is pretty much fall through spring, we have a list of activities to engage people throughout. We start off with our health expo rather, and flu shot clinic coming up on October 7th. It's a Wednesday. It's an annual tradition here. I believe we did not do this last year for obvious reasons, but it's a great way to engage with the local community of service providers and get your free flu shot. And Jack,
so first, let me. We do want to remind people about our health fair coming up, but first, let's introduce you to.
I got ahead of myself. I'm sorry.
To our listeners, that's okay.
Greg Murphy, as mentioned, the Development and Marketing Director here at Joslin. Jack and I have actually worked together before at Mizell Senior Center, so we have experience in the ways of working together, and we had a good time there, and we're having a good time here. I've been in the desert since 2004, worked at a variety of organizations from the Palm Springs Art Museum to the Living Desert, DAP Health, and obviously Mizell Senior Center and now Joslin Center. So it's great to be here because I'm near home, I'm in the neighborhood, and I actually, dare I say it, live in the same community as one of my coworkers. Which is great as well. I enjoy working with this group, with this population, because surely I'm of age to be a member and enjoy the services and programs here. I signed up my dad and Kathy, who cohabitate, and I'm hoping to get them here for the new member orientation coming up, as Jack mentioned. Great way to learn what goes on here and get a tour of the place. It's a beautiful facility. If you haven't been here, I highly recommend you come in and just take the tour. If I can launch now back into the events. We're starting off the season with the Health Expo, as mentioned, and I was just prompted today to include a listing in our upcoming e-newsletter for the Halloween costume contest on Friday, October 29th, and that's just a few days after the Health Expo and flu shot clinic. Coming up in December, we have something coming up celebrating our 40th anniversary in November. We have Friday, November 12th is going to be a private event, fundraising event. It kicks off the season at a lovely home. It's going to be a cocktail reception fundraising event. So we'll be having more information about that forthcoming. VIP open house donor appreciation is Monday, December 13th. That's on site here, and similar to what you will get with a tour of the place, but we'll be putting on our finest for the evening and sharing the experience with people who have helped to support this place. Barry Manilow's Gift of Love concerts are coming up as well. If you're familiar with those, he provides tickets to local organizations or fundraising opportunities for local organizations for a week's worth of concerts. These run from December 7th and 8th, and then 10th, 11th, and 12th. The tickets that benefit Mizell will be can be purchased for the 10th, 11th, and 12th. If you're not a Fanilow, if you haven't seen Barry Manilow in concert, he will be a Fanilow once you've seen him. Wrapping it up.
And just a little correction, and I do it too, having worked at Mizell for so long. The tickets that you can purchase for Barry Manilow, they allow you to choose which organization you'd like to benefit. So we ask you to choose the Joslin Center.
Thank you. I knew I'd catch myself doing that. Wine and All That Jazz is coming up in January, and that's something I have attended before, and it's a lot of fun. We're looking at a change of venue this year. I don't know if we can confirm that venue, but that's coming up on Tuesday, January 18th. And I think it'll benefit the experience of our guests, and I think it'll be a wonderful new venue for the event itself. It is wine tasting, it is cocktails, a cocktails reception to begin, wine tasting with dinner, and then live jazz music. Do you want to share our talent this year?
Ken Gibbons, who's a local jazz singer and artist. He does a lot of his own compositions. You'll probably heard some of his music with the Winter Olympics, but he's also great with the Great American Songbook, and so he will be our music accompaniment for this year, and we're really looking forward to seeing him. So Ken Gibbons, you'll be hearing more about him. And if you actually did have a chance to see him, if you saw our holiday concert, that was Ken who was playing the holiday music for us. So that's something you can catch on our YouTube channel, which is actually now our Jocelyn television channel.
As we progress into spring, of course, that brings us to our Jocelyn in Bloom fashion event fundraiser, which takes place at the Agua Caliente Casino Resort Spa in Rancho Mirage. And that is a lot of fun too. I have worked on one in the past, and we have the talented Ms. Susan Stein to help us out with that. And it's always an amazing experience, both for local talent as models and fashion design. And I'm hoping to include some of our florist industry types contributing arrangements and or the fashion and floral experience for that event. But it's all in the planning stages now, and we'll provide more details as we get closer to the event.
And for those who might not be familiar with the name Susan Stein, if you're familiar with Fashion Week El Paseo, she is the genius behind that event, and is the scene editor for Palm Springs Life. So we're really happy to have, again, Susan Stein on board for that event.
I've worked with her on a number of events in the past, and she's a lot of fun and a very talented artist, as she's turned out to be.
Yes.
As always, when we have events, we have sponsorship opportunities as well as opportunities to buy tickets. So I certainly can be helpful in that regard, both with details about the events and or sponsorship opportunities. And they'll be formalized and available and shared accordingly. But if you'd like information now, feel free to give me a call. And it's the standard number here, 760-340-3220. And I'm extension, 107? Yes, extension 107.
So we're really fortunate to have Greg here on board with us. He really was very involved with the Living Desert and doing their events, worked with Mizell, worked with me at Mizell, very talented. Yeah. And we're very fortunate to have him on board and invite you all to get to know him. There are some other opportunities for contributing to the Jocelyn Center, our Cornerstone Club. If you want to remember us in your estate plans, we'll certainly help you with that. So there are a lot of ways to support the Jocelyn Center. And right now, this has been such a difficult year. And we had to cancel all our fundraising events for the previous years. I'll be honest with you, it's a financial pinch. So anything you can do to help us and continue offering the great programs and services of the Jocelyn Center. And you can visit our website, jocelyncenter.org. You look at the programs button, you can see the calendar and also our virtual programs. And we really invite you, if you are feeling alone or isolated and want to get connected with people, we have a virtual book club. We have Mindful Mondays with Elise. A lot of different ways you can get involved while staying at home, whether you don't have transportation, whether you're concerned about the COVID virus or have a disability, whatever it is, we want to reach you and help you not only here at our building, the Jocelyn Center, but through Jocelyn Television and our virtual programming. So thank you, Greg, for joining us. And we appreciate it. And I invite all of our viewers to give Greg a call and get to know him. We will see you next week for our Interview Fridays, and then just you'll have to miss me for a couple of weeks because I'm going on vacation, but maybe I'll turn it over to Greg to host Interview Fridays for a while. So we'll see. Anyway, have a great weekend. Thank you, Greg. And we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.